things.
Greetings, King Jason. I am the Dockmaster, Nestus. May Athena's 5 virtues be with you always.
Do you follow the Virgin Goddess?
Aye, sir. I make my devotions to Athena. I find her principles help me lead an ordered and disciplined life. That comes in handy when you oversee the motley pack that works these docks.
You mentioned the 5 virtues of Athena. What are they?
Wisdom, justice, courage, discipline, and humility. These are the 5 virtues of a worthy life. I strive each day to achieve these qualities. Some days are harder than others.
Athena's wisdom must prove a help when dealing with old Argos.
That it does. But that's not the only province of Athena's rule that I take interest in. Athena is the goddess of justice. In the village, I hear petitions too trivial for your attention. She is also the goddess of crafts, strategy, and military war. All worthy disciplines. Truly, the domains of my goddess form the core of good society.
You work for Argos?
Yes, sir. I manage the docks and help out with riggings and sails, mainly. I did some work on that pulley system he's put aboard your ship.
Is Argos about?
He's aboard, sir, tending to some final preparations. He mentioned if I saw you to let you know he's ready for your inspection. I can row you out there if you wish.
Thank you, Nestus.
Daedalus, I presume. Nope, Argos, I'm sorry.
Jason, how are you? My heart broke when I heard what happened. This ship was to be a wedding gift. Now it's something else, I suppose.
Perhaps it still will be, Argos. Is she ready to sail?
Aye, she's girded and fit for open waters.
Good. I have her maiden destination. Delphi.
Delphi? What in Hades do you want to go there for?
I have questions that need answers. Answers I can only find on Delphi.
Argos, do you know the way?
I've sailed most every patch of sea in Greece, but I've never seen the shores of Delphi. Part of me thinks it's just a myth.
There are tales of heroes who've been there.
Aye, and each claims it's in a different place. I'm sorry, Jason. I can't steer you there.
Elias said he would look into it. We should check back with him.
Now what about this Medea woman? She says you told her to come aboard. Nearly scared me half to death. She just walked up behind me in the deck house. No rowboat, no nothing.
It's all right. She'll be coming with us to Delphi.
It's your ship, but you need to see what she's done to her quarters below decks.
Very well, Argos. I will.
It's, irregular.
This ship's a sight to see. Let's have the tour.
Certainly. We can start right here. Now, you've already seen her size. She's the biggest ship I've ever made. She's also the fastest, mind you, but we'll get to that. The hull is soft fir wood, light and strong, and resin-coated to keep out the sea. I've made a few modifications to the classic structure to make room for the rowing apparatus, but we've kept a shallow draft in case she needs to be beached for repairs. I told you before, this ship can row itself. Come, I'll show you how.
Yeah, it is a pretty snazzy looking ship. The SSV Normandy of ancient Greece. Where did our little friend go? Over here.
Here, Jason. Take a look down here and tell me what you see.
Ropes, pulleys, oars. I've never seen anything like it.
Of course you haven't. No one has. A ship that can row itself. One man, me, to take the place of 200 hunchbacked oarsmen.
How does it work?
It's taken me half a century to answer that question. More time than we have. Come, I'll show you the deck house.
How cool. Oh, very steampunk.
If the ore deck is the heart of this ship, then this room is the head. As long as we have a clear view of the stars, we'll never be lost. I can assign destinations to the various constellations, and this ship will remember how to sail there. And once we've set a destination, the ship will maintain our course without a steersman.
Amazing.
Indeed. Now, let's go below.
Argos, you magnificent bastard. What have you wrought? Oh man, this is a really cool, cool designed ship. Go ahead and save, just for funsies. Alright, so below decks. What else is in store? I feel like I'm on Willy Wonka's ship.
You'll find no cramped bunks down here. With the automated oars, we have space to live comfortably. Spacious cabins with room enough for all. Here, there's a chamber to store all your equipment. At the prow end. Well, come, I'll show you.
I also like how Argos is showing off his work like, you know, a model on Wheel of Fortune. Like, tired of those old boats that won't row themselves? You should try our new Argonaut. Or Argo, I'm sorry, that's... Argonauts are the ones that sail the Argo. Silly me. Alright, lots of cool little rooms to pal about in. Oh, Medea, wow. Like what you done with the place?
I have finished the runes of warding.
So I see.
They are attuned to you, Jason. Only you can remove them. As long as they remain active, neither I nor my powers can leave this room. However, I can still prove harmful to anything inside these walls.
How did you come to be a Black Tongue?
My father was King Aedes of Colchis. He had no time for daughters, so I was often left to myself. One day, when I was 12, my father decided he would marry me to a neighboring king. My suitor was nearly 60. On our wedding night, I murdered him when he came to my bed. Then I ran. For years, I lived alone, but I vowed never again to be powerless. The Black Tongues found me, and at the time, what they offered was intoxicating.
Power can be that way.
Eventually, I realized there was a price to all things. I had thought I was gaining power, but I was being made a thrall. I was that 12-year-old girl all over again. But this time, it was a titan slipping into my bed. It comes and goes in waves. Perhaps we could speak more later.
Of course. I'd like to know more about the Black Tongues.
Such as?
What motivates the Black Tongues? What do they believe in?
They worship the Titaness Hecate, the dark witch goddess of sorcery and deceit. They refuse to acknowledge the supremacy of the Olympian gods and seek to overthrow them. Through rituals of pain and sacrifice, her followers yield their very spirits to Hecate in exchange for sorcerous powers. They believe that one day Hecate will gain supremacy over both the living world and the underworld. Until then, they obey orders fanatically, believing that they will find a paradise in Tartarus should they die.
How did the Black Tongues come to be?
Long ago, the Black Tongues carved a path of blood to become the best assassins in Greece. They have spent ages cultivating the arts of poison, stealth, and sorcery. Their numbers are small, and they prefer it that way. Secrecy is what has allowed them to survive for so long. Even Lycomedes himself was unsuccessful when he tried to stamp them out many years ago. They simply receded into the shadows until the danger passed.
Tell me about how the group is organized.
The Black Tongues are ruled by the secretive council of ravens, each of whom is a formidable sorcerer. The exact number of ravens is unknown. They decide the actions of the group and communicate those orders to their subordinates. The lower ranks remain ever ready should a mission be given to them. The Black Tongues seek their recruits from the farthest corners of the world, promising paradise in Tartarus. Their agents live in secrecy, and they can strike anywhere at a moment's notice.
The Black Tongues wield strange sorcery. You're proof of that. What are they capable of?
Hecate's dark powers are formidable. They are nearly all destructive in nature. The Black Tongues use tattoos, blood magic, and rune glyphs to channel Hecate's power. Advanced assassins can even summon monstrous creatures, like the one you saw in the crypt. However, this requires a sacrifice of blood, and so this power is reserved for only the most urgent of missions.
I hope you're comfortable here. Let me know if you need anything.
I will.
Oh, that was illuminating. Now, of course, there's going to be plenty of artistic liberty, artistic license taken with the Greek myths here. They're not going to be totally accurate. And it's interesting because, like, it's kind of an analogy for Greek myth itself, you know? Which is based on some semblance of a historical fact, but with a lot of liberty taken, you know? So we kind of have this myth within a myth, which is really fascinating for a narrative concept.
Never had a shrine like this on a ship before. But, as you requested, here it is.
What you've done is wondrous, Argos. I've never seen a finer ship. She has no rival in all of Greece.
I would not boast, but I wouldn't argue with you either. Everything I've ever learned about sailing on the seas, I've put into this ship. There's one thing I'd ask of you in return.
Name it.
Let me sail her for you.